Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mindset Monday. Sam, hi. Can you hear me? Let me know if the volume is okay. 7 cats, 1 Marley. Hello, Maricel. Tristan. Hello, everybody. Hi, Dina. Pumpy Space Princess. I love it. Hello. Dream My Mimi. I love it. Hello, everybody. Happy Mindset Monday. Thank you for joining me. Let me know if you're here in the chat. Drop me a sparkle emoji so I know you're here, you're engaged, you're ready. You're ready to get your week started, although you're probably already into your week because it's Monday evening. But that's okay because Mindset Monday is a mindset. It's whenever the heck we decide it is. Sparkle emoji, I love it. Thank you, Sam. Dina Sparkle, Tristan Sparkle. I love it. Hi, Emily. Nice to see you. Hi, Erica. I see you. Hi, Fakiha. Hi, Marie. Hello. Rupali, hello. We're dropping sparkle emojis in the chat. Deluno, hello. Shantae, you say hi. To let us know we're live. To commemorate this moment of being together. Hi, Wildflower Queen. I said that good. Wildflower Queen. Hi, babe. Nadia, 3 p.m. in New Zealand. Oh, it's perfect. So it's Tuesday for you. Hi, Shaki. Hello. Good to see you. Jennifer, hi. Senna, hello. Welcome. You said you just came across my account a minute ago. What a coincidence. It is a coincidence. So you are so aligned. I can't even tell you because I'm aligned. And if you're here and you came across this at this very moment, you are meant to be here. So welcome, everybody. Today is a day where I wanted to talk about really confidence, right? We're in this month of February. I don't know what it's like for where you are in the world. Hi, Fakiha. But in the United States and maybe online, it is Valentine's Day. And I feel like this time of year, I always notice like a spike. Hi, Dragon. I always notice a spike in my views on my affirmations, my love affirmations, and people interested in love content, obviously, because of the time of year. And so instead of really thinking, like, let's not focus outwardly. Hi, Rash. I appreciate. Oh, Rashad, thank you. I appreciate you. Hi, Claire. Instead of us thinking about outward other people, outward experiences, or outward validation, let's talk about the internal. Senna says, I was looking for shifting advice. Is your account about shifting? Like, yes, absolutely. But I'm not outwardly out here always talking about shifting, but I do talk about shifting in a sense of, like, for me, I understand and I know and I practice that my thoughts, my awareness, my mindset is always creating my reality no matter what, every moment of every single day. And so, whatever reality I want to get to, cool, fine. Absolutely. It's a given, it's going to happen. What I have to do is maintain the alignment of the person that's in that reality. Right. So when you're talking about shifting isn't just about moving physical realities. That's the byproduct of doing the work of what shifting really is, which is an internal shift. So, yes, we definitely focus on internal shift here. But I just want to let you know, like, how do I want to say this? Like, I'm not going to give you lose 20 pounds this weekend kind of advice, because to me, there's no point in that. My advice is like, okay, if you want to have the body of your dreams, if you want to have the life of your dreams, these are the steps that you're going to do every day to maintain this lifestyle and mindset. And then you can be shifting to different versions of yourself over and over and moving into next level of success after success. Hi, Tiffany. So for you, Senna, like, really thinking about, like, here is something that I see people miss with the shifting thing. They're looking for a quick fix, or we're looking to get somewhere fast because we don't like where we are, or we think that we just want to skip straight to the good stuff. We want to skip all the bad stuff, or you want to skip the steps, whatever that looks like for you. But the reality is, even if you were to manifest into that next reality, keeping that or maintaining it would be a problem for you because you haven't actually done the work of the person that just naturally has that reality. And so that's why I said, when I was saying, like, this isn't lose 20 pounds this week, it's have the body of your dreams by maintaining it for life, because it is a lifelong practice and you're always manifesting. Hi, Linda. And you're always going to be manifesting every single day and every single moment for the rest of your life. So it behooves you and it pays off to learn and how do I want to say this? To master your thinking, your awareness, what you believe about yourself, your self-confidence, your self-concept, to master it now and today and today and today and every now moment, to be aware of who you want to be or who you're intending to be or what reality you're shifting into. If you are imagining the reality that you want to be in, and it's a life where you're confident, you're happy, you've got the money, you've got the partner, you have the house, you have the cars, you have the friends, you're doing the traveling, the career is working out, you look the way you like to look, all the stuff's going your way. What does that look like? And then who are you? How do you act in that reality? How do you maintain it? How do you grow beyond it? Because here's the thing, is like, once you get there, you're going to be looking to the next horizon. You're not going to be completely consumed with this reality is so great, because you're here because you're always looking to the next thing. You're here because you're somebody that is like, I'm going to take myself to the next level. I'm going to do what it takes to take my life into the area that I want to go next. But this is not it's not a band-aid. You can't just do that one time and you're here and then everything's fixed for life. You're not going to move yourself into a reality where you're completely fixed and everything's fine, because that takes maintenance. And like or let me take that back. You could manifest yourself into a reality where everything is fine and great, but then you'd probably manifest yourself right back out immediately, because again, you don't have the ability to maintain it. You would start doubting, you would start worrying, you would start fearing, you would start wondering when it's going to go away. Am I good enough to have this? How do I keep it? Am I going to lose it? Yeah. Like all of the list of what if this goes away type thoughts come in, and then it goes away. That's what happens. Those thoughts manifest. And so you need to be able to shifting, if you want to think about it, shifting isn't just about shifting once, it's about shifting and staying, shifting and maintaining, and then continuing to shift. And so in order to do that, you need to know how to maintain the mindset and to continue to elevate. Because I'll tell you what, if you manifest yourself into your next ideal reality and you do not work on your mindset, the way you worry, doubt, fear, are insecure now has not changed, and it will happen, and then you will lose or fear yourself out of the new reality you've just created, and you'll end up right back where you are, which is not the worst thing ever, right? Like your reality may not even be bad. It may be great. It may be like perfectly fine. It may be so perfectly fine that you have a hard time pushing yourself beyond it because you're like, I'm good. And this is where you need to be developing a constant practice of elevation. Maintain, then elevate. Hi, Shelby. I love when my real friends come on, my real life peoples. So understanding that when you are moving to a new reality, a new version of yourself, you've got this vision of where you want to go. There's this reality you want so bad. You're like, I've got to get there. I'm going to do whatever it takes. A couple things might happen, right? One, you might just manifest yourself right into it. And then again, if you are not prepared to handle life at that next level, if you are not able to handle what comes along with being in that version of reality, your same old fears are going to come back through and you're going to scare yourself out, right? The better option is that you don't manifest yourself immediately right into that reality that you want to be in. You want to shift. You want to be there so bad. But again, you don't know what it's like to be there, and you aren't the person that has that reality yet. And if you were, you'd have it. So you work on becoming the person that can carry themselves through the fear, through the doubt, through the worry, through the pain. Hi, Daisha. You hold yourself to a higher standard, like I was saying, a higher level mindset. And then you get through the trials and tribulations of right now with an elevated mindset. And then that new way of handling it, when you get to the next level, you use that. Okay? you use that to get through the fears and the doubts and the next level. How do I want to say this? You practicing how to keep your mind soothed when you feel fear, how to keep your mindset on track when it's going crazy and you're going a mile a minute and you know you need to focus. When you need to just let yourself feel, but you don't want to start doomsday prepping, right? There's a level of control. And the further you get into this practice of really controlling your lifestyle and bringing in new levels of success and opportunity, a like a tighter level of refinement, a finer level of refinement is required to maintain that mindset. It was just 11:11 in the chat when I looked at the clock. So, I'm sorry, I'm just hearing the word fine-tune machine in my head over and over, and I'm seeing like a Porsche. But like, and I'm also seeing somebody constantly doing maintenance and just like tightening bolts and like polishing here and like, you know what I mean? Like keeping it pristine, which keeps the value up. If you get a car and you never change its oil, you never pop the hood, you never give it a bath, you never wash it, you never take care of it, you just drive it into the fucking ground, it's going to take a lot more to get it to that like nice shiny quality of like that pristine level versus where if you just maintain it every day, you stay there, right? So, Desha, I so appreciate you. Thank you. So let me know if this is making sense. Drop in the chat if this is landing for you, if you're having any aha moments or if you have any questions about what I'm talking about. Senna says, so I should learn the happiness of the reality I shift to maintain it. Yeah, exactly. So the happiness is one thing, but it's not just the happiness, right? Because here's an example. You as a billionaire, for example, I like to use that because it's like, it's not necessarily the highest we can think of, but it's up at like, kind of it's at the tippy top layer, right? Like most people are looking for millionaire status. Well, let's talk about billionaire. You at your even higher than that. You as a billionaire is still going to get sick. You're still going to have sad days. You're still going to lose people. You're still going to have to deal with traffic sometimes. You're still going to stub your toe. You know what I mean? It's like you as a billionaire at your highest, most having everything of whatever it is for you is still going to have human moments. And how you handle the human moments determines whether or not you're going to be able to keep those levels of success, right? So this is why you want to build a practice now, today, right now. This is why I'm always talking about 360 method because it is a now moment thing for the rest of your life. Because life is just now moment after now moment after now moment. So really all you have to manage in order to control your reality is the now moment. Obviously, it sounds easier easier said than done, which I understand. That's why I developed 360 method because I had to figure out like it's 5:52 on a Monday. Am I thinking in alignment with where I want to go or am I thinking 5:52 on a Monday thoughts? Or 12:30 on a Wednesday in the middle of my workday, 8:02 on a Tuesday? Are my thoughts in the right place to get me where I want to go? Or are my thoughts in a place that is going to keep me right here manifesting this same version of reality over and over again? So I always talk about awareness and discipline. You have to be paying attention to what you're thinking. And then you have to have the wherewithal. You have to have the strength, the discipline to change that thought in the moment and move yourself either out of the thoughts that are not working or to divert your path before you even step on that path. Shelby says, talk about synchronicity. Just wrote my journal today. I'm a billionaire because you are. You are. Next time we get together, we should have a little billionaire, little manifesting circle. HK, I so appreciate you. Rashad says there's only the eternal now. Exactly. It's just now after now after now after now after now. So you learning how to be content with the now, that's part of it, right? And then also knowing how to shift your thoughts in the now because you're always going somewhere in the now. So if you want to control where you go in the now, hi Zelda, then you need to be aware of what you're thinking and then again have the discipline to say what you need to say. To hi Demi, to affirm or redirect or think or finish the sentence in a new way. Hi, D, but not letting yourself continue on thinking, acting, speaking, expecting like this current version if you want to go somewhere else. And then important also is finding and noticing those moments when you get triggered, when you slip off track, when you check out. Because a lot of times with humans, we check out, we don't even know what we're thinking. You'll be gone, completely gone. It's like a ghost is driving your body for like 45 minutes. You know, when you're driving home and you had a long day or whatever, and you get home and you're like, I don't even remember driving home. I don't even know how I got here. Who the fuck drove me home? It's like that, right? Like your conscious mind checks out, subconscious is running on autopilot. So this is why, again, 360 method, it covers the subconscious, it covers the top layer, and it covers the underneath layer. So you can rewrite these thoughts and have control over this all throughout your day, because all throughout your day, you're manifesting. Zelda, I'm not sure what that is. D says, I'm working on letting go of control and simply letting things be and come to me as it's meant to. Hi, Sarah. Welcome. I love that we have so many new people. This is amazing. So D, letting go of control and simply letting things be and come to me as it's meant to. This week's podcast, okay, I'm telling everybody right now, this week's podcast that's coming out on Wednesday, I have a very special guest. If you know Melanie Ann Layer from Alpha Femme, she came on the podcast last week. We had a really cool conversation about manifestation. And one of the things, I'll give you a little spoiler, but you got to come back and listen to the episode this week. One of the things that she said that I really liked was, if you think about, hi, football lover, hello, welcome. Hi, Fly Girl. If you think about all of the things that you want to do in your life, all of the goals that you had. I just saw 1717 in the chat. Total, so many angel numbers right now. If you have all these things that you want to experience in your life, like why do you want to be a billionaire? What is on that list? What are you going to accomplish? What are you going to do with all of that money, power, and freedom and ability to do what you want, right? When you have the absolute ability to put whatever you want out into the world, what do you do with it then? Okay. So when you're thinking about what that life looks like for you and what it is for you, she said, this is, and I'm paraphrasing Melanie on this, so definitely come back and listen to my podcast this week. It drops on Wednesday. There are many versions. Hi, L'Oreal. There are many versions of you at your happiest and best, and like, if you had everything, your entire dream life work out for you, there would be different versions and iterations of you as you shifted and sifted through the different pieces of your life and the different experiences that you want to be, and like the different, like for me, I'm a singer, I'm an author, I'm a speaker. I like to perform. I like to travel. I like to be reclusive. I like to do tarot. There are so many different sides to me, and my dream, like animals and like exploring the world and being in nature. There's so many different parts of me that like truly light me up, that my most dream reality is getting to do all of those things, right? So this idea of letting go of control and letting things be, think about the fact that your only goal as a human being is to feel content in the now moment. That is the goal of life, to feel content in the now moment. Because when you're content in the now moment, you are in the receiving mode. You are in alignment with God, with source energy, with creative flow. This is where intuition comes through. This is where you're going to be driven and taken to exactly where you want to go. This is where you are aligned to what you want to do and be, right? This is where you get to just exist in the joy of being alive. So that's what you're really looking for. And if that is your goal, then what the fuck are you needing to let go of, right? What would you possibly let go of, except moment to moment, this is where I am right now. I'm having a yacht trip with my besties in Greece. That's this part. This is who I am. This dream right now is happening. And then I'm going to go camping with my partner and lay out under the stars and ride horses or something. I don't know, whatever. Right? And then and in that moment, I'm gonna love every minute of it, because it is my dream unfolding and it's me being that person. It's me being happy, right? So finding how to be so appreciative of what you've already created, because this is the thing that can combat the current moment bullshit that you have to deal with, the circumstances, right? finding a way to be grateful, cycling this stuff through your head, keeping your mindset on track. And this is the biggest thing. Again, I know I always talk about 360 method, but there's a reason for it. It's because when you don't actively keep your mind on track, it deteriorates. Remember, we had that analogy where they showed me like a nice, like imagine, so my husband's a car guy. Imagine like a 1960s, like Porsche, I don't even know the fucking numbers, whatever, little 99, I don't know. He's going to be so upset. You can't even name my favorite Porsche. No, it has a 9 in it. So imagine like the 99 whatever Porsche, and it's like from the 60s, and it is in pristine shape, and it has been taken care of every day for the last, oh my God, 60 years. Holy shit. And it's just cherry. It's perfect. It's pristine, right? It's like you just drove it off the lot. You keep maintaining it every day, and it'll stay at that pristine quality forever. If you don't get an oil change, you don't wash it, you just, you park it under some tree and like birds are shitting all over it. It's got little like branches falling on top of it. It's going to turn into a rust bucket. 911. Thank you. That's the one. Yeah. All the Porsche people are like, yes. Okay. That car. That's my husband's favorite car. So you could have the same car off the lot in 1962. I don't know. And let it sit for 60 years, and the one that is maintained every single day is going to look the same exact that I did that day that it came off the lot versus the one that's just been meh. I'll get to it when I get to it. We'll get to it. It's fine. We don't need to wash it. It's fine. We'll just go about our day. We don't need to. I don't need to meditate. I'm fine. I don't need to meditate. I don't need to get into the energy of where I want to go to actually get there. I'm going to try to force myself into it without actually aligning to it, and then judge myself and beat myself up for not doing it, even though I'm not doing it the way that it's supposed to be done. But, okay. What do I know? Anyways, sorry. Sometimes I have those moments. It's not me. Those are your guides yelling at you, by the way, because that's not me. I'm not even judging you. I don't care what you're doing. I know how hard it is. Not that they're judging you, but sometimes they want to yell. Sometimes they want to shriek you and be like, "Grr." Hi, Abaja. So, hi, Michelle. Living in the present moment, learning how to be happy in the now, like to be satisfied and be okay and be just like content, fulfilled. Like, this is fine. Thank you. I did this. Do you see all this? I fucking did this. Like that power, that just like, thank you. I'm glad to be here. Let's do it. That is where the magic exists. And really, when we talk about confidence is just being sold on a reality out of the infinite ones. Doubts are not really doubts. It's just being really confident in a reality you don't want to be in. Your circumstances that you don't like right now, the thing that you're trying to get away from right now, is literally just a parallel reality. It's not even like a thing. It just exists just like everything else. You're just giving it so much attention that you almost like can't get out of the reality. You're magnetizing yourself to it over and over and over and over by letting it be, consume you in here. Again, that's why 360 method. This is why we control our thoughts, we control our actions, we control our beliefs. Rashad says happiness brings more happiness. Exactly. Just like with they keep showing me the shiny Porsche in my head. When you maintain it, it stays pristine. When you let it go, it's going to take a lot more to bring it back up to that quality. Yay, Senna. I'm so glad. First day, you're like, boom, she changed my whole mind about everything. Love it. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I appreciate you, Senna. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. I hope you stay. Mick, hi, boo. Hello. So understand, okay? Remember, the circumstances that you have, the reality you don't want to be in, the thing you're trying to get away from so much is just another parallel reality. You know, it's so weird. I'm just going to tell you this analogy. I have to say it because otherwise they won't show me anything else. They're showing me, as of all things, a box of Cheerios. And they're like literally show me a special Cheerio out of the regular ass plain old Cheerios that toddlers have fucking spinning in and out of their mouth with drool hanging off their fingers. Those kind of Cheerios in the back of minivans across America, all over the carpet. Is any one more special than the other? It's just a fucking oat ring right? It's just an oat ring. And maybe they're showing me Cheerios because like it's so basic. It's so basic. There's no frills. There's not like it's not like you get a box of Cheerios and there's one in there with sprinkles on it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's it's not the onion ring in the bag of fries. Like it's not that. It is a box of Cheerios. Fine, honey nut Cheerios, Tiffany. They're all honey nut though. After a while, it's all honey nut. And if I'm grabbing them by the handful, they all taste the same. And none of them are any different. None of them are special. None of them cost more than the other. None of them are harder to eat than the other. They're all the fucking same. So it is exactly that with your reality. Football lover says, so if I persist, it'll become my normal. It has to. Right now, what you're like, I want everybody to look around, take a moment, look around your surroundings, do a 3D look around of everything around you, okay? Everything around you has become your normal because you persisted in a belief some time ago. This is how reality works. There is no other way. It is so basic. It is so obvious. It's embarrassing. Hi, Zodia. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hi, Gnarly. So, understand like it's the building blocks of life. And then think about building blocks. Building blocks are the most basic. That's toy one. Building blocks. Put them in your mouth. They're so basic that kids put them in their mouth. Again, it's funny that they're showing me these things, kids putting things in their mouth. They're showing me like your billionaire reality is a fucking Cheerio, bitch, smashed into a minivan carpet, driving down the freeway in fucking Kansas. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And not to put anybody down or put anything down. It's to say like, get over it. Get over it. It's not that special. You should see what you're coming from. You should see where you come from. You should see what it's like before you get to this. They're like, man, if you had even an inkling of what it was like before you came here, you wouldn't even be. This is nothing. This is nothing. It's the most basic toy. It's a building block. It's a one colored block. It's not a die. It's nothing written on it. It's one block, nothing on the sides. The most basic of basic. You just have to keep playing with it. You got to master it. Master the blocks. Mukbang and manifesting, I love it, says, well said, let's not be basic when we can be balls of glitter. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Hi, Leanne. And not we do have two Leannes in the chat, just in case anyone's wondering. Leanne from Roxy Talks team is on a cruise for her birthday right now, so she's not here today. Yeah, I know pink has a calming effect, and I didn't know that. I've always been drawn to it, and then I was looking up, I'm like, "Why do I have this?" Like, part of my mission on Earth is to make the world pink, as weird as it is. Like, literally, I'm driven to put more pink into the world. I don't know how to explain it other than that. Like, it's so weird, but it's just this thing within me. It's like I have to add more pink to the world. And then maybe like a month or two ago, I was looking up. I'm like, why pink? Why am I so drawn to it? And I'm like, oh, it's the color of peace and calm. Like that makes sense. That's exactly what I'm here to do, is to spread peace and to spread calm and appreciation of the current moment. And like we said, like just chilling and sinking into what you have and loving it. Dina says, I fully support a pink world. Me too. Pink for president. Abaja says, when I meditate, I always see pink. My happy place is a pink reality. Me too. And that's why my world is pink, because I just love it. And also my my dad used to always say, pink stinks. He hates pink. And I'm like, you did this to me. This is your fault. You totally made this happen. So pink is an energy. Yes, it's a lifestyle. It's a vibe. So I want you to drop in the chat. I want you to tell me. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. Okay. What stops you from feeling confident that you can get into your next level or that you can manifest what you want? What stops you from feeling confident that you can manifest that? That's the question. What stops you from feeling confident that you can manifest the reality that you desire? Dina, yes. Beautiful from head to toe. Ah. What stops you from from the thing I said? Sorry, I have ADHD. If you don't know, me, I do have ADHD, and so sometimes I call it my train leaving the track. The train left the tracks, and sometimes it just happens mid sentence, and I'm like, it's done. But I said it enough times so where you should have it. Okay. Zodi says, thinking it will fail, judging myself. Senna says, what stops me is confusion. Shocky says it's fear. Fear of what, Shocky? Linda, hi Linda, says, losing my security blanket, the sure thing, even though it's not passion. Yeah, totally, right? Okay, so losing the safety, losing the comfort of the known and trading it for the unknown. Which, I mean, it's pretty much universal fear, so like you're not alone. Heather Laura, hello, says self-sabotage, doubt, overthinking, impatience when I don't see quick results. I'm just gonna screen cap these, just by the way, real fast. This is called market research, guys. If you're a business owner, just ask your audience what they need and screen cap it and then give them that. There's the answer. There's the answer to giving people what they want. Let me screen cap this side. I have like 3 chats going on, so give me 1 second. Okay, cool. So, Abaja says, putting myself out there in general, the anxiety of being seen. So, Abaja, I'm going to point out, right? So earlier, not even earlier, like maybe a minute or 2 ago, you said, I want to post more on my business page, but my audience is small. I should stop saying this. And then you said, putting myself out there in general, the anxiety of being seen. So the reason, like, okay, your audience is small because you have the anxiety of being seen. So that's one thing, right? The reason that you don't post more is because of the anxiety of being seen. And hold on, come back to it. There, come back. You said putting yourself out there. The idea of what's going to happen when you are fully seen for who you are, for what you're selling, for being vulnerable, whatever it is, dig into this. It's all like cycling on itself. It's all manifesting each other, right? So your page is small because you don't want to be seen. We don't want to be seen. So it's making you not want to post, all this stuff, right? It's obviously all connected. But D says, I relate with fear of being seen. So look into why. What happens if we're seen? What happens if you're seen? What is the danger of it? Like literally, because I've been coaching for a long time, so I know that all this stuff starts in childhood, right? So underneath all of it, being seen puts you at risk for something. And it's going to be different for everybody, even if 100 people can relate to the feeling of not wanting to be seen. There's like everybody's reason's different because we're all like sponges as children, and you just soak up a bunch of BS and like don't know how to cope with it because you don't have the tools to. And then you end up manifesting like by like trying to outdo it or send it away all throughout your life. And this is why you get stuck in cycles, because your mind is trying to outdo or undo or send away or prevent or brace yourself from it happening again. And all those things just bring it back on. It's just a mirror, right? It just comes back. Zodi says, not sure how to do what I make into sales, but I have too many ideas. What do you do? Let me know. Jumping in fully, worrying it'll be financially beneficial, right? Totally. I've been there. I understand. It's very scary to just dive in and let yourself believe. That's the one thing. But then there comes the thing that I was talking about earlier, okay? So let's say that on Monday, you get so pumped up. It's Mindset Monday. You get all this inspiration. I'm going to dive on in. I'm going to do everything. I'm going to go get it. I'm going to get this lifestyle, blah, 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 whatever. My business, yes, yes, yes. And then Tuesday, you wake up, your slate gets wiped clean as it does. And whether you meditate or not, you are still going to be faced with the maintenance of keeping that mindset up where you said it yesterday, of believing that it's going to happen. Now, I'm going to share the analogy with you that they show me, because they always show me the same thing when I have this conversation about keeping your mindset up. They show me volleyball. When in volleyball, the whole point is you just hit the ball and keep it off the ground. You just keep the ball off the ground. We're tippy tapping it. We're tapping it. We're tapping it. We're tapping it. We're passing it. We're passing it. We're tapping. We're just not letting it hit the ground. You're doing this. And then what happens if it hits the ground? You pick it up and you keep going, right? So that's what they show me. So every time I'm having this conversation, that's the image that I'm getting in my mind is people with volleyballs like doing this, right? So let's say on a Monday, you get all jazzed up for Mindset Monday. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to do the thing. Tuesday rolls around and feeling like my regular ass self again. Now what? Well, that's your indication that the ball just hit the sand. You need to pick it back up, and your team needs to be on point, passing the ball, keeping it up, keeping it off the ground, right? And if it drops again, what do? You pick it back up. And you never let it just fucking chill in the sand. If you cared about the game, if you really actually wanted to win the game, you're not letting that ball just sit in the sand, right? You're picking it up and you're continuing to play. So this is why 360 method. This is where 360 method comes in. It's all fine and good to go and get yourself all pumped up and inspired, right? It's another deal to keep it going, to keep dragging that boulder up the hill every day. And I'm not saying that it has to be a drag up the hill every day, but sometimes it is. And I've been doing 360 method for almost 5 years now. And some days it feels great. Some days I feel like I'm dragging the boulder up the hill. But if I have that boulder, if I'm like, but I'm doing it, then I did it and I'm proud of myself. And if I don't do it, I don't beat myself up. I don't give up. I pick the ball up again when I can, and guess what? I keep going. But I do my best to keep that ball in the air no matter how difficult it is, because at the end of the day, if I give in to how I'm feeling, if I give in to the worries, the fears, the doubts, it's going to continue. I will not stop. I will not save myself. You will not save yourself by giving in to your fears, your doubts, your worries. In fact, you're sentencing yourself to a life of that fucking reality. If you want to save yourself and get into the reality you want to be in, you have got to maintain a higher level mindset, thought process, experience for yourself. You have to stay focused on who you're becoming instead of staying focused on who you are. And it's not your fault. It's very easy. That's the whole point of humanity. You're being tricked every moment. Not in a malicious way, but just by design. This is very convincing, but it is an illusion. You are creating this with your mind, and you can shift it, but it takes an internal shift, and not just one time, but every single time you have the opportunity to doubt and you say, absolutely not. No, actually it's this. Or when you have the opportunity to doubt and you're like, I'm still going to believe. I know it's hard. It feels scary. Like, it's okay if it feels scary. It's okay if it hurts. It's okay if it's hard. You still maintain, though. You still keep that ball out of the sand. Lucida, hi, Lucida says, I've been listening to your podcast and it has me thinking about every action I take. Would next level me do this or think this? I've been afraid to go higher and deeper, but it's vital I do. Totally, Lucida, right? It's like you're going to prevent yourself from getting to that next level if you're too afraid to look at what you actually are doing and be real. Like, Does this habit, thought process, belief, sentence, whatever, serve me? Is it going to get me where I want? But the other thing about it is like, you could have every intention of thinking that and then forget to think that, because that happens too. Again, this is why 360 method. This happened to me too. I'm human too. Like you saw me forget what I was doing mid-sentence. I did this, I created this before I knew I had ADHD, before I was diagnosed. So I knew that I had a problem. I knew my thoughts were all over the fucking place. I didn't know why, but I knew they were all over the place, right? So I was like, I need a way to be able to keep them like one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other, strung along like pearls on a string, one moment to the next, to the reality I want to get to, just like a path, just like stepping stones on a path. If you veer off the path, you're going in a different direction. It's simple. But if you stay on the path, you're going to get wherever the path leads. It's science. So I had to make myself learn how to control my thoughts one after the other, after the other. And what it boiled down to was consistency, dedication. I'm still doing it to this day. I'm doing it in this moment. So I dedicated my life to this, and I do the work. I meditate every single day. I script every single day. I listen to positive content. I create positive content. I dream big. I think about my goals. I do my not do my appreciation, but I make myself actually take stock and appreciate what I've created and manifested, so that I can grow that energy of recognizing and appreciating, which is growth in itself. And every day I am refining and becoming better. And that's the secret, honestly. To me, I haven't found another one. There might be others. I mean, that's not saying it's the only secret. But if you learn to choose your thoughts deliberately, if you create an environment and a lifestyle for yourself that actually nurtures you, feeling fulfilled, being happy, not being triggered. Like, I have a partner, we don't fight. He lets me do whatever the fuck I want. He supports me in what I do. He helped me get to where I am because he let me just be myself, right? So I definitely understand peace at home is a big part of it, and I know not everybody has that luxury. But it starts in here, and I didn't always have that. And I had to, again, cultivate it in my mind. And basically, we'll just use this word to be real, pretend that I did. Lie to myself. Yeah, so what? And? Would you rather lie to yourself and get where you want to go, or fucking be honest and be miserable for your life? Your choice. When people ask me, like, well, aren't you being delusional? I'm like, so? And? Stay miserable then. Like, what are you talking about? If there's a fraction of a chance that allowing myself to be happy the majority of the time might get me everything I've ever wanted, that's worth the risk of learning how to be happy. It makes no fucking sense why people, they want to hold on so bad to their old way of thinking, but there's no argument for why it's better or more worthy or more noble or some bullshit. Like, you cannot give me an excuse where I'm going to be like, you know what, you're right. Your circumstances do suck. I think you should stay in that shitty life and never get out of it. There's just no fucking way. Tiffany, I so appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. You said proud of you and your growth. We're better people because of you. You're very sweet. You're a better person because of you. That was you, not me, but I appreciate you and thank you. And that just, I'm going to screen cap this because, well, it's got a 444 in it anyways. That's my number. But also, this is my manifestation coming out, because part of what my purpose is on the planet is to make Earth more peaceful, more fun, more joyous, more free, more elevated, more alive, more excited, more creative, more abundant, to actually see humans, all of humanity, everywhere, every nook and cranny of humanity, free, prosperous, safe, more than safe. That's a given. Bellies full, lights on, roof over their heads, opportunity at their fingertips. And if every person had their basic needs covered, food, utilities, education, healthcare, mental health care, this knowledge, spiritual care, and the ability to just create and do what their soul came to earth to do, this would be that's the earth I want to live on. So that's what I'm manifesting. So I just want to say thank you, Tiffany, for showing me a 3D manifestation. It's coming through. It's happening. Yesenia says, SP is telling me I don't want a relationship. What should I work on? Not believing them. Yesenia, if you want, head to my website, roxytalks.com, or you can DM me as well, and I can send you links after this. I have a few really good trainings I have one that's specifically about rewriting your specific person, where you would kind of just like switch this, literally change this situation, change what they said, change the past, change how they feel, change what they think, and manifest them into a new, state of being and a new way of thinking of you. And then I also have, that's a small training that I have, but I also have a full manifest a specific person workshop that is like a full course that is a super deep dive into your whole love relationships, and it'll uproot all the bullshit that's causing this to be manifested in your life. How do I say that? It's going to help you deal with all your love problems. Let's just say like that. And that's a bigger, but definitely very worthy program and workshop to dive into. So if you're in a space where you're like, you know what, this isn't just about this SP, this is something deeper. I don't want to keep finding myself in these relationships or in these cycles again. I want to get to the core of like what's going on within me, where I keep finding myself in these relationships. Specific person workshop is for you. Shantae said that clip was beautiful. You should make it a reel. Shantae, I would love to, but could you know what, if you don't mind, because Leanne's on she's on a cruise for her birthday. So I'm flying solo right now. Could you potentially send the timestamp? Because I don't even remember what I said. If it's a good thing to be clipped, then maybe we should know. If you don't have to do this, but if you would like to, that'd be nice. On your own volition, please. No pressure. Bronwyn says, you're the voice in my ear for half my day. Thank you for helping me keep grounded, Angel. Hold on. Where's my journal? I don't have it. In here. Another manifestation just came through because yesterday in my, thanks babe. And thank you, Bronwyn. I appreciate your kind words. Yesterday in my meditation, they straight up told me, they were like, look at right here. Where's the, oh no, this camera. This is the one. Can you see it? Back up. Come on. Can you see it? There. I am an angel. Do you see that? It said, I am an angel. They told me, you are an angel, so you must create your own heaven on earth to be truly happy and fulfilled. And that was like what I took it as. Again, I've talked about this on my podcast before. It's like, what if you could craft a reality in a life where like everything you did, every moment to moment to moment, where you ate breakfast, when you woke up in the morning, the clothes you wore, the conversations you had, the coffee you had, the commute you have, or whatever it is, the porch you sit on, every single thing is your absolute favorite and something you love, you would have no choice but to just be fulfilled and enjoy life, right? So if you can fill your day, your house, your life, this is why everything in my life is pink, because I realized I want to live a pink life and it makes me feel good. And my husband doesn't care. He's like, fuck it, bring on the pink. I don't care. So, I just looked at the chat. Anyways, I just wrote down I'm an angel. And so thank you for these are things that I'm writing down in my from my meditations and in my journaling. So thank you. It's coming true. Thank you, Dina. Dina linked the specific person workshop on YouTube. And if you're on Instagram, you can DM me for those links if you want those to find out about those programs. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Froggy says, I've been feeling celestial Princess Diana energy from you lately. Froggy, stop it. I'm going to have to screenshot that. I've definitely been like feeling more of her energy lately too, which is interesting. 'Cause maybe she's kind of making her presence known. And Selena, I was feeling her. I started singing her music last week. And I was like showing my husband, and I pretty much just sing like Whitney and Mariah. And so I was like, "Oh, I feel like singing Selena." And I don't even think I ever really have just like put it on for my husband or whatever. And so we were just singing her music. And then all of a sudden this documentary is coming out. So I'm like, I just think I was feeling her energy because we've been listening to her music for the last couple of weeks. So it's so random. Okay, so this week, I'm looking back when I asked you what stops you from believing in your reality. What stops you in believing in the reality is going to happen, right? What stops you from getting to your next level? Okay, you're a medium, you're fearful of being judged due to your religion. Abaja, you should connect with Tiffany. 100%. Oh, yeah, there she she even said it. I definitely was afraid of being seen for my intuitive business. I feared judgment and wasn't trusting until a little pink gem named Roxy highly encouraged me to dig in there. Just do it, doing it, yay. And look how freaking psychic you are. I told you. I was like, you are psychic. You need to just own it. I can smell it on you a mile away. Just kidding. So, and I'm talking about Selena Quintanilla, by the way, not Selena Gomez. Remember, I was born in the 80s. That was our Selena. And no shade to Selena Gomez. It's just that we had Selena, and I vividly remember when she passed. It was very, very sad. Tiffany says Roxy's our She-Ra and Gem. Don't make me quit screenshotting this chat. Okay. Focus. We're so focused. Okay. Zodi says, I relate with the religion, try not to care about my family. So that's something that's happening across the board. Okay. And here's what I want to say, because this seems to be happening for quite a few of us in our group. Two things. Those that judge you for what you believe in do not understand reality. So bless their hearts is the energy. We just bless your heart. I'm not going to take what you say I'm not going to take it to heart, because frankly, you don't have the same information that I'm working with. And so how could you come to the same conclusions? And kind of like not letting it be this big thing that like tears you apart or tears your family apart if you can. And just like sometimes family does not get you, right? And it just, okay. We know where to take our leave. We know where to put our space in. We put in our boundaries, or we work on it. And then the other next thing is that everybody is doing what you think they're doing. So this comes back to that training I was talking about, rewrite your specific person. It's not just for love. It's for literally anybody. It's how to rewrite any person. So at the end of the day, again, they're doing what you think they're doing. They are going to respond and act and speak and do what you have defined them as doing. So I kind of talked about this in my post today on Instagram. People treat you the way they treat you because of two reasons. One, because your beliefs about how people treat you and your self-concept and all that shit. And two, this is the one that most people ignore, how you react when you get the negative treatment. Because how you react when you get the negative treatment determines whether or not you continue getting the negative treatment. And if you do not know how to not remanifest the negative treatment when you get it, then you're going to continue manifesting the negative treatment over and over, right? So you have to change how you expect people to treat you and the story you tell about them. And then you have to change how you react to them no matter what they say and do. And that's not to say that you can't change them. You absolutely can, but sometimes it takes time. I don't know the laws and the rules and why some things are fast and some things are not. That's not my job to do. My job is to help you stay on track so that you can stick it out no matter how long it does take. Because it's worth it to get it, right? It's worth it to get it. So it's worth it to stay on track. It's not worth it to let yourself fall into your old way of thinking. If it's worth it to have a relationship with your family where they understand and get you, then it's worth it to rewrite the story about them and then work on not letting them trigger you in the same way, reacting differently when they do trigger you. It's not about not being triggered by them. Because I like to tell people, your family knows how to push your buttons because they installed them, right? Like, so did I say that or did I hear that somewhere? Well, I don't want to take credit for it if I heard it somewhere. I do say it, but I don't know if I made it up. Anyways, but they know exactly how to push the buttons because they installed them. So it is going like, I'm not saying you can't not be triggered by your family, but like if it does happen, okay, that's fine. Nothing's changed. Nothing's done. Your manifestation's still underway. You have to learn how to like navigate the new waters of the new relationship you're creating in your mind with that person. He said, thank you. Maybe I was judging myself more than my family. Yeah, maybe you were. Maybe you absolutely were. And hold on, I want to scroll up what you said about your work because I asked you. You do healing artwork. I mean, and there's people in the chat. I'm already thinking, Shantae, there's people in the chat that do the same thing. And I'm just going to be frank with you. You can sell anything. Have you seen the woman that sells fucking crustified poop? She's a hoot. Buy her crustified poop. That should be her commercial. We're a hoot. Buy our poop. Literally, people will buy. Not everybody will buy everything, but people will buy everything. People will buy anything. And so all you have to do is learn how to sell and market what you produce to the people who are already looking for it. Because your niche, I mean, you're not a niche of one. You know what I mean? Especially art and healing, like that's two major genres, and then the intersection of them is where you're at, and like still that's a huge niche. Marjorie says, how to deal with loneliness during a spiritual awakening. I feel most people value superficial things and I can't relate to anyone, and I'm craving deep connections. First of all, Marjorie, community.roxytalks.com. That's our free community. Please come join us. I'll drop that. Hi, Carly. Carly's over in the Instagram chat. Are you not on YouTube right now, Carly? Or are you in both places? No, you gotta join that. You gotta join the YouTube chat. So Marjorie, I just dropped, that's my free group. Basically, the people that are here now, they all have accounts over there, and we keep the conversation going, and you can check in and tap in whenever. So we have a community of people who are on this journey, because we all kind of experience that as well. I think probably most of us, Froggy said, Carly, get in here. Probably most of us here have experienced that isolation of being like the only person that understands this work or that gets it or is on this journey. I know for me, like the literal reason I'm even talking to you on YouTube right now or on Instagram is because the people in my life didn't want to listen to me talk about manifestation. So I was like, fuck you. Then I'll just put my videos I'll just make videos and put them on YouTube where the people are already searching for that content. That's how I started my business. Well, I had my channel going for a year and a half before I started my business. But ah, oh my God. Tiffany, thank you. No, Tiffany. Oh my God. No. We're celebrating. Hold on. Hold on. I have full body chills. I feel like my sister just got my sister mother just won in life. Thank you, Tiffany. I love you for knowing how important that was to me. Mariah Carey was just nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So, yes, we need to celebrate. We need to share. I'm literally tearing up. Oh my God, you guys. speaking of rock and roll, I told Babe, what did I say? She wants to do a rock album. Because I wrote down, this is on my goal list. Where's this? Me and Mariah, we're doing a song together. Up here at the top. I don't know if you can see it. Me and Mariah doing a song together. Me and Mariah are doing a song together. I'm recording a hit song with Mariah Carey. I wrote that on 2/6/24. Let's watch it happen. So I'm not surprised. I knew it was going to be a rock song. I even told my husband. Oh my God. August, you're so funny. Oh, Carly, you're watching The Bachelor. Okay, cool. I'm glad you took a moment from The Bachelor to pop in. So, oh, you're in YouTube too. Okay, great. Hi, Mohammed. Welcome. I'm gonna be wrapping up here too. Oh my God, the chat was just at 1:11. I don't know if Senna is still here, but remember when I told you that you're so aligned for being here? Just I want you to know, right? Okay. Do I have a song in mind? No, we're gonna write a new one together. Shantae, thank you. Last week's homework was great. 1,000 goals. I'm up to 86 so far. Yay, Shantae. Listen, you're like 10% there. 1,000 goals seems like a lot, but you're 10% there already. So keep going. And hung them up on a wall, which is breathtaking. I love it. I did include goals I've already accomplished too, which makes me feel so successful. I love that, Shantae. Proud of you. Lucina, do I keep all my manifestation journals? Yes, because I keep everything. I keep everything. So yes, I do keep my innermost thoughts. Absolutely, I do. But I've only recently started keeping a meditation journal. This is new. This is like only my second one. But I have lots of scripting journals and lots of just like thoughts and like business idea, like tons of journals of like business coaching and from the courses I've taken, probably like 20 at least notebooks, like regular like college rule notebooks of business coaching and classes and ideas and all kinds of crap. I'm like, these volumes are going to be worth money someday. So, or right now. Anyways, all right. Here's the deal. This week, I'm going to ask you to type it one more time in the chat. Hi, H Miss. Hello. I want you to type in the chat because we're going to do your homework right now. What is it that stops you from believing in your ability to get to your next level? What is it that stops you from believing in your ability to get to the next level? Hi, Nicole. Welcome to your first live. Hello. We're getting ready to wrap up, but that's okay. Still stay with us. We're doing homework, and then you can rewind and start from the beginning. What is it that stops you from believing in getting to your next level, manifesting the desire, manifesting your reality, whatever it is? SG. Oh my gosh. First of all, so thank you so much for the super chat. And I feel like I know you're giving me a testimonial, but didn't you take the manifest a specific person no, rewrite your specific person workshop, the one I was talking about earlier, rewrite your specific person for your boss. Is this the person you're talking about right now? You said, thank you, boss can't function without me. Besties into quantum. Salary is twice the magic number always. Everything we work on is moot point. Yes. However, it's time for another elevation. Happy our schedules work out now. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. That was you. Yes. Okay. So if you were here earlier and when we were talking about the rewrite your specific person, and I said this isn't even just for romantic stuff, which it can't, obviously, it's for anybody. But SG, and it's on YouTube. I just took a screenshot over here. Used it for your boss, and you said your boss can't function without me, and your salary is double what it used to be, or whatever. Double your magic number. Right. So thank you for sharing that in the chat and being so generous with the share to let us just bask in this fact that like you can change any situation and circumstance, because like we said earlier, these circumstances, so all these things you guys are saying right now, I'm going to read these out, okay? Not knowing how, past programming, 3D logic, ability to be consistent / hardworking enough, fear of judgment, lack of strong self-confidence, embarrassment, feeling loss and fear, being triggered by the 3D world and comparing myself to everyone else in it. Have you read Bustin' Loose in the Money Game? Oh, you told me about it. Have you read Happy Pocket Full of Money? That's the next one you should read. So I just want to take a screenshot again real fast just because I like to make sure I know what exactly to help you with. Okay. And then let's see. Zodi, I love you says at Mariah Carey, meet Roxy Talks. Thank you. Yes, we will. We will be great friends. We are great. We are great. We are great friends now. Yeah. And she knows it and she loves it. We have past experiences, anxiety. I get triggered and then it pushes me backwards, feeling lost, me thinking I won't be able to handle it because I'm not the right person for the job. I'm going to take screenshots of these too, just so you know. Okay, so what I want to say, I want to point out all these things. All of these things that you have said, these are the questions. This is what I asked you. What stops you from believing it's possible? What stops you from believing your next level is possible? What stops you from believing your next manifestation is possible? These are the things that you said stop you, okay? Now, I want you to think about the fact that your next manifestation, this reality that you are letting fear, doubt, comparing ourselves, embarrassment, not thinking we're enough for it, that is a safety net that is keeping you out of the reality you want to be in. I'm seeing like an invisible barrier, like, or like, what am I saying? Okay, this is a weird analogy. I don't mean this to be, this might be kind of trigger warning. I just have to tell you what they show me because they won't show me anything else until I get the thing. It's like everything's in a line, so I can't see what's behind it until I get this thing out. But like, you know those nets that they put on around buildings so you can't jump off? That's what I'm seeing. Like a safety net preventing you from getting where you want to go, even though like you're ready to jump off. Does that make sense? That's why they're showing me. It's like you're ready to jump and maybe you even do, but that safety net kicks in. Oh yeah, but what if I can't? What if I'm not? What if I'm not good enough? What if other people have it? What if that person over there? What if this thing? What if it doesn't work there? What if I'm not that is you pushing away your reality. It's those thoughts. And when you do, this is why 360 method. This is why you need 360 method. And you don't just like do it once, you do it every day for the rest of your life, because at any moment you can be triggered into, what if I'm not enough? What if I can't? What if I don't? What if it's just, what if I'm not enough? What if what if what happened before happens again? Oh my God, I feel so much anxiety. I just can't even do this right now. Whatever that looks like for you, because it's different for everybody, right? But it's the same, but it's same but different, right? It's different for everybody, but it's the same outcome. Is that you want to protect yourself from what has happened in the past, but protecting yourself. Let me try to put this in the most plain language possible. Okay, they're showing me so many analogies, but okay. Which one first? The reality is always responding to you as a mirror. So if you walk around like this, oh God, oh God, oh God, please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't. Please don't what? Please don't what I fill in the blank of whatever the thing is that you're afraid of happening. That, when it is reflected back to you, is more of just that. So it basically calls more of it in so that you can do this more. So bracing yourself, protecting yourself actually calls in the thing you're protecting yourself from, because the energy of the protection validates the thing you're protecting yourself from. Does that make sense? Have I made that clear enough? Linda, so what is the opposite? Open. Yes. Bring it on, life, because I trust you. I know that it's going to work out. I trust in myself. I trust in the universe. I just saw 111 in the chat again. And okay. Okay. I trust in myself. I know it's going to work out. I believe in it. I believe in me. I know it's going to happen. Actually, I'm not worried about that. You are choosing to believe, or to at least pretend like you believe, because it's better than to practice not believing. Rosanna says, I woke up in the middle of the night and I'm seeing Roxy. Hello, welcome. Coming to you from your dreams. I'm in California. So abuse and victimhood relates to manifestation in the way that I just explained. This is the analogy they really wanted me to say, but I didn't want to say this. I'm just going to say it because you asked. Because this is what again, this is just the analogy they're showing me. They show me images and then they give me the analogy so I can explain what it's like when it comes to manifesting your reality, okay? So they're like, if you're bracing to get punched in the face, eventually someone's going to punch you in the face. That's what they're saying. So it's like, this is not to blame victims, because that's not what this is about. But if you believe the world can get you and there are people that harm you and that you have to protect yourself and that you're not safe, you are not safe. You need to protect yourself. There are people out to get you. Does that make sense? Like, it's not, I see this a lot. People are like, what about war? Yeah, we're all manifesting war. We believe in it. We give it, it's all over the news. You're searching it up. Everybody wants all the influencers to talk about it on their pages. No, I will not. You have to understand that any energy and validation given to anything will make more of it. And it does not mean that you deserve to be victimized. But if you believe that that is your reality, you will get more of it, because the world is a mirror, and mirrors they're non-objective. They're objective. They are opinionless. So it doesn't matter how much you deserve to not, forgive me for saying this, get your ass beat. If you know that you're going to go home and get your ass beat, you're going to go home and get your ass beat. Do you get my point? And this is why I always say, and I try not to be like, you know me, I'm very direct. What I really want to say is, if that's the reality you're living in, then you need to, for one, shut the fuck up about it. No, and I don't mean that, and don't say it to anybody. I mean, in here, this is no longer your story. Absolutely not. Never again. Not for another fucking second will anybody treat me that way. Less than what I deserve. And what I deserve is this. 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 Over and over and over and over and over and over again. Thousands of times if necessary, until you start believing in it. Because when you believe that you are a target for abuse, that you attract that kind of people, that the people in your life have that kind of past or history or potential, they're a narcissist, they're a whatever, who cares? Narcissists will do as narcissists do. Go ahead and label people in your life that way. See how that works out for you. And I'm not saying they're not. I'm not trying to invalidate your experience. I love you so much that I want you to stop defining your life that way. Hi, Em. You joined at the perfect time. We're just about to change the subject from something really heavy. So it's not about worth. It's not how good you are. If you are so good that you don't deserve that treatment, then you need to start saying that. And then when you see that kind of treatment coming, you switch the story up. And I know it's easier said than done. I know it's so easy to tell you to ignore war when I'm sitting here in my pink little studio, safe and sound in my house. I know that. I know that. But also, that's the truth. And someone's got to fucking tell you. Someone's got to share this information with the world. Right? Shantae, I love you, says, instead of bracing for a punch, prepare for a hug or a gift or a compliment or an uplifting conversation. I love that. I love that so much. Rosanna, I love it. I'm not even going to read what you said, but I see you. And good. Next chapter. Brahma says, it's funny because the other night I was putting off going out because I was scared, only to be met with a wonderful night and everyone happy to see me out. I'm done being insecure because I'm the girl. And the night is going to go how you say it will. Everything goes how you say it will. But you have to be consistent because a lot of people will say, oh, it goes like this for me for like 1 minute. And then they go back to fearing, worrying, doubting, being insecure, just like their old self, which is fine. But it's just not going to get you where you want to go. And that's why you get stuck and why you go back and forth and why you get frustrated. So 360method.co, this is where we work on not doing this, changing the thoughts, moment after moment. No more allowing yourself to just live with these definitions of yourself because it's what you've experienced. That's not good enough for me. The second I realized that my thoughts were doing all the work, I was like, oh, bet. Thanks, reality. It's been fucking real. Now that I know, like there's no unringing that bell. And for me, I'm the kind of person that's like, where are those thoughts at? Where are they at? Every nook and fucking cranny. That's what 360 method even means. 360 degrees, every inch, top to bottom, inside and out, every nook, every corner, every thought, every moment, every day, no days off, no thoughts off, no subjects off. Everything is changeable and controllable. Awareness and discipline. Always, always, always. 360method.co if you want to learn how to do that with me. Yep, it girl mentality. Exactly. You just have to. And like, you just have to have, like, you don't have to, but you just like, if you want that reality, you really just need to put it on and let yourself have it. And like, not, you can't question. And if you do question, you pick it back up again, like the volleyball. If the volleyball drops, you just pick it back up and then you keep tippity tapping it, right? That's what you do every time. Every single time. You don't let the volleyball chill in the sand. If the ball drops, you pick it up and you hit it again, right? Over and over and over, and you keep it up. You keep it up. You keep it up. You keep it up. So your homework this week, I want you to go back. If you're just joining, I'll reiterate what we talked about earlier. The thing that I asked you earlier, what is the thing that gets in the way of you believing your next manifestation is possible, or the thing that Real Authentic Woman, I so appreciate you. Thank you. You said you look forward to my podcast. Thank you. This week, I'm glad you said that. You mentioned that. Thank you for reminding me. This week on my podcast, you got to go check this podcast out. We have a special guest, Melanie Ann Lair from Alpha Femme, came on the podcast, and we have a really, really, really cool conversation about manifestation and living your multi-million-dollar life. She has a multi-million-dollar brand, and the whole thing is just about like loving your life, manifesting the best of the best, and just like living in that space of worthiness and deserving. Okay. So it's a very exciting and fun episode. So make sure you go download that. It comes out on Wednesday is when the podcast drops. So your homework this week, Christy says, for me, it's that, Christy, is your name Christy? That's cute. Christy. Oh my God. I love that. I know for me is that other people deserve success more than me. We literally talk about that on the podcast. You got to listen on Wednesday. So your homework this week, everybody, the thing that stops you from believing your next level is possible, the thing that stops you from believing your next manifestation's coming. I want you to write that down. And this is going to be, oh my God, forgive me. I just heard Roman Empire. This is going to be your Roman Empire. Okay. And what I mean by that, and like, I'm not even that's not even, I don't do TikTok. So I barely even know what that is. I know a little bit of pop culture. So what they mean is, Froggy's like, girl, okay. We are not going to sleep. We will not sleep while a shred of a thought that someone could be more worthy than you exist. We will not sleep and let this thought exist. Absolutely not. Okay. Lauren says, I've heard that term all day. Okay. Because I have not. So that just came out of nowhere. You will no longer let this be a thing. We're not just going to let this chill in your life anymore. It's disgusting. It's sickening. Get it the fuck out of your life. No more. Let me read the other ones. Feeling lost. Feeling lost? What do you mean? You are a compass. You are the map. Close your eyes for a moment. Clear your thoughts and ask God and source energy, what is my next move? You're never fucking lost. You are the compass. Anxiety, same thing. Take a moment. Close your eyes. Move your thoughts out. Imagine a blank, like I like to imagine a blank chalkboard just being erased and then just reveling in the blankness. Deep breaths. You can do 2 quick inhales with a long exhale. If you do that at least 3 times, you slow your heart rate because your heart rate increases when you inhale and decreases when you exhale. So if you're feeling anxious or your heart's racing, 2 quick inhales, long exhale. 2 quick inhales, long exhale. 2 quick inhales, long exhale for as long as you need. I'm okay. Everything's fine. This is okay. This is okay. This is okay. Everything's fine. This is okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I am okay. This is okay. Everything's fine. Over and over and over until the anxiety passes. That's how you get through an anxiety attack. So basically what I'm saying is like, our homework, everybody, no more does this thing just get to, oh, well, I can't because of my anxiety. I can't because I compare myself. I can't because it's hard to believe. No. Not good enough. Okay. Not good enough. Moonlight Mom, I'm here for you. I'm so glad you're here. Everybody that's here, you're perfectly aligned in the right place, okay? Because I know that I am. And so when we meet, you are pinpointing with my fucking alignment. You are aligned right now. You're in a great place, okay? So if you hear something that resonates, this is what you needed to hear. Laura says, I feel it resonating so hard. Perfect. I am the gold. Yes, you are, bitch. Yes, you are. You are fucking gold. So Lucita says, I'm done with the bullshit self-downer talk. Yes, self-deprecating talk. I'm going to be real. It's one of my biggest turnoffs in friends and people. I can't do it. I'm like, stop fucking talking about yourself like that. Like literally, like I'm sure you believe it. And I'm sure you've had lots of experiences in your life to validate it. But like I said earlier, if you want it to stop, shut the fuck up about it. Stop talking about yourself like that. For the love of God. Do you want it to change? With all of the love in the world, stop fucking saying that shit. It's ridiculous. You're like crying into a mirror, asking why there's tears on your face. You know what I mean? So Nicole says it's confidence building for me. Really work on this. Okay, so those of you, if you have not checked out 360 Method, I invite you to come check it out, 360method.co. This is my method for controlling my thoughts so that insecurities, fears, worries, doubts, anxiety cannot beat my manifestations. Okay. This is why we 360. It's not that you're going to never feel sad again. It's not that you're never going to get triggered again. It's that I don't care if I get triggered. Bring it fucking on. I don't care if I'm sad. Bring it on. Do you know who I still am? I'm that bitch who just got triggered. And you better watch out because I'm triggered now. Bye. But I'm still her. And if I'm sad, I'm that bitch with that empire and that life. And she's sad today. And guess what she does? I don't know, macaroni and cheese, squishy princess day. laying around with animals, watching Netflix, and still being a billionaire bad bitch, right? You don't lose that power and that truth just because you're off or it's hard or it's a sad day or we're grieving or we're sick. You're sick and you're that bitch. You're that bitch grieving, right? Like you stay that no matter what. You don't let these circumstances from your life shift that internal fucking center of who the fuck I am. Period. Dina, I love it. I'm triggered, but I'm still that bad bitch. Absolutely. And guess what? Now you got a bad bitch on your hand who's triggered. You should probably vacate the premises. If it's me. I don't know how everyone else handles their triggers, but if it's me, you might want to fucking get out of my way. Because now I'm that bitch on a rampage. But that's my point. It's like we're not losing who the fuck we are. We're just now that bitch dealing with that issue. And how does she handle being triggered? How does the billionaire handle a sad day? How does the billionaire handle getting COVID? You know what I mean? Like, deal with it from your elevated perspective versus dealing it from the woe is me place. Woe is me is only going to keep you where you're at. Period. August, yes, you are doing amazing and you're here and I know what you're going through is not easy, right? But you're still at it, right? Brahma says, I'm obviously the it girl no matter what I used to think. Exactly. Because what you thought is irrelevant. The past isn't, who cares? The past is just as much potentiality as the future is. The only thing that is certain and alive and real is the now moment. Real in quotations. So it doesn't matter if you thought you were a piece of shit a million times before. Right now, I'm not a piece of shit. I am it. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. And now you are. And then you maintain. And then you maintain. And then you maintain. And if you snap out of it, oh yeah, actually, I'm it. I'm the one. I'm the only one. I'm the only one. Marsha says, I love that. Deal with it from your elevated state. Yes, I love it. I love it. Let's screen cap that because that was well, the way that they let me put that was nice. Channeling art into art is super productive as well. Yeah, absolutely. Tiffany says, instead of I am a triggered person, it's I am a dope human who is experiencing being triggered. Yes, exactly. And like, okay, no, I don't like talking about people. This is no shade to anybody, but like, you can't tell me that Elon Musk does not get triggered. Like, the whole platform of Twitter lets me know he does, right? Like, X. The fact that Twitter is now called X, with, again, this is no shade to him at all. This is, I'm not judging him as a person in any way. The fact that Twitter is now X and it is what it is shows that even at your billionaireest, highest, most powerful space, you still get triggered. And you're still you, right? With your own hangups, your own things to deal with. So you can still manifest billions of dollars and still be that same, no offense, wounded person that has to buy Twitter. I don't know. No shade. Come, Elon, I got you. If you want coaching, come to me. I'm here for you. No judgies at all. It's just what I see as a coach. Dina says, even Dr. Joe admits to getting triggered on a daily basis, but he's like, I center myself and I remember who I am and then I keep it moving. Exactly. Thank you, Dr. Joe. That is exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. It just is. Period. Froggy, charge him $1 billion an hour. Done. Thanks, Froggy. Thanks for looking out for your girl. Oh my gosh. So your homework, I know we keep getting, I love talking to you guys. It's so easy to get off my live streams. The homework this week, you are taking that thing that we talked about earlier. And if you're just joining, I'll give you a chance to catch up. What is the thing that stops you from believing in your next manifestation? What is the thing that stops you from believing in your next level is possible? That thing, I want you to write it down. And then it's going to become your Roman Empire for the week. And we are going to burn this fucking shit. And I don't really know what Roman Empire actually means. So I'm just like, the term came up in my head. And then we're just going to make up our own meaning for it. So you're going to burn that thing to the ground. We are no longer going to identify with it. And you're no longer just going to allow this to exist as the reason you don't move forward. Like, I used anxiety earlier, and not to shade anybody, because I used anxiety because it's something that like is an actual thing that people deal with, that I mean, I know what it's like to have anxiety to the point where you can't fucking function and do stuff. So I get that. However, that doesn't change the fact that we're no longer, well, I have anxiety, I can't. Sometimes my anxiety, no. Because what am I going to do? I'm going to clear my mind. I'm going to take a moment to close my eyes and have a quiet moment to myself. I'm going to do my breathing exercises. I'm going to get my thoughts on board and soothe. I'm not going to leave any space for anxious thoughts to add to the feeling my body's already going through, because that's just going to make the anxiety last longer. So I want the quickest way out, which is to soothe my mind, to breathe and soothe my body. Separate things, okay? And then we keep it moving, like Dr. Joe said, and you are no longer the person who gets stopped up by anxiety, or you're no longer the person that compares themselves to other people, because they don't fucking exist. They are not real. And I want to give you a really nasty analogy, and I'm very sorry for this one, especially because the person I'm saying it to, because I love you very much. Do you remember the analogy about your 3D reality being poop? Your 3D reality is your mind's poop, okay? When you are comparing yourself to other bitches and your reality, you are literally comparing your beautiful, magnificent, talented, gorgeous, loving self to shit. And I will not let you do that in my house, okay? So no. That is no longer, I don't care if it's a pink sparkly turd. It is still, no. No more. It is not going to be the thing that you let stop you anymore. For those of you who are asking about specific person stuff, I just put out a new training called Devotion. And it's all about the mindset that you need to get commitment and devotion from your specific person. I saw Golden Beads, your question come through. I'm about to jump off, but that free training is available. The easiest way, because I guess I could pop a link. Yeah, I could pop a link right here. Actually, I can grab a link. And then if you're, you can also DM me on Instagram. You can also literally comment the word devotion on any of my posts, and I'll send you a link to it. So it's a free training about the mindset to have to like really elevate yourself for your specific person, so that you can have like a relationship where you're treated like gold and not like shit. Maybe I should put that in my marketing. Get treated like gold, not like shit. Even if it's a pink sparkly turd. So, all right. I love you guys so much. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Thank you. Froggy says 360 helps with anxiety too. Exactly. And that's what I was talking about when you have those moments of anxiety and you're like, everything's okay. It's fine. I'm okay. I'm safe. I'm okay. It's okay. That is 360. Like, that's how I got myself through anxiety. I really don't deal with much anxiety anymore because of how I've set my life up, and also how I deal with it when I have it, so that I'm doing my best not to recreate another instance to have anxiety, because when I'm having the anxiety attack, I'm doing it in front of a mirror, like we talked about earlier. This is why it's so important to stop identifying this way, because you're doing it in front of a mirror. And if you lean on that same old problem, the same old crutch, this Roman Empire, every time, it'll never go away. It'll always be there, because every time you do it, you're making the future one happen. And then you get to the future experience and you're like, oh, I'll see this thing again. Next. Over and over and over again. So you have to stop. I mean, you don't have to, but like, don't you want to? Isn't that why you're here? Shantae says, I'm so glad you stayed on and chilled. This was fun. I know it's been a while since I stayed on and chilled for a little bit, but it's about dinner time. So, and it's been an hour and a half. It's time to go. So, hey, Froggy. Oh my God, you're so funny. You just been eating men for lunch and breakfast. You fucking crack me up. Okay. You are going to write down the thing, August. You're going to write down the thing that is your Roman Empire, which is the thing you allow to be the reason you don't move forward. What stops you from moving forward? What stops you from believing you can move forward? That thing, I want you to work on unbelieving in this week. Burning it to the ground. HN Manager, I'm about to jump off. I invite you to come to my YouTube channel because the streaming software I have doesn't save the live to my Instagram, but it is saved to my YouTube. I am about to jump off, but we talked about self-concept this whole time, and this is a really good conversation today. I highly recommend after I'm done here, jump on it and go watch the replay on YouTube and start it from the beginning because it's really good. And we talked about a lot of really deep and nuanced and powerful concepts in this live stream. So your homework, unbelieve in this thing that stops you from believing in yourself. Does that make sense? I want you to dismantle the safety net. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, please watch the replay on YouTube because this had a lot of really amazing information in it. So I'm going to jump off now. If you're just joining, I definitely highly recommend you watch the replay on YouTube. Check out my podcast episode that drops this Wednesday because I have an interview with Melanie Ann Layer from Alpha Femme, and we have a really amazing conversation about manifesting like big, big, big dreams. This woman has like a multi-million-dollar brand and she just does all kinds of cool stuff. And she also knows a lot about manifestation. So our conversation was really cool. We covered a lot of really cool concepts. That's dropping Wednesday on the podcast platforms. 360method.co if you're ready to start working on these thoughts for real and make a shift in your mindset so you can start controlling your reality and like, what was the thing I said earlier? Stop getting treated like shit, start getting treated like gold. So many things to help you. So many things. DM me on Instagram if you want my help, if you want some personal, if you want my guidance on like what training might work for you. I'm here to help you and to guide you. And is that everything I have to tell you? BigBeautifulDreamsClub.com if you are an entrepreneur or you're starting your business and you want support doing the mindset work and the practical work and you want a community of like-minded people who are working on their big dreams as well, BigBeautifulDreams.com. That is my $59 per month membership. You can join right now. And it's time for me to go. I love you. I want to stay on. I'm like, I see new people popping on. I don't want to leave, but I do need to go. It's time. If you're just now joining, please watch the replay on YouTube. This was a really, really great live stream and so much good information. I love you all so much. Do your homework. And then next week, we're going to talk about what it was like for you to start unbelieving in the thing that stops you from believing in yourself, as weird as that is. If that makes no fucking sense, rewind and start the training or start the live stream over on my YouTube channel. I love you all so much. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for spending this time with me. You're doing amazing, sweetie. You're doing good. Everything's working out. It's going to happen for you. I love you. We're all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you. Thanks, everybody.